Hey everybody, back on the truck here. I've developed a small leak on the back side of my transfer case. It's just the seal, so I was going to walk you along. Here, I'll show you where the leak is right now. So I don't know how well that's picking up, but it's leaking right here. Yeah, there is a weep hole there, just for water and whatnot, but should not be leaking fluid like that. So we're going to go ahead and change that out. It's only got 42,000 miles on it, but it's a 26-year-old truck, and seals go bad. So let's get to it. Now I'll try to film this the best I can with what I have here. So that's the seal that needs to be replaced, and all I got to do is take this drive shaft off. And back here, there's those, I guess we'll call them, not quite U-bolts, but U-bands. There's two on each side. So those will have to come off, and so I can shift the whole drive shaft out of the way, out of the transfer case. This retainer ring here will have to come off. And there's a couple bolts up there. Shouldn't really be that hard on this truck because there's no rust or corrosion. So we'll just see how it goes. I'll put you on the tripod over here and we'll go from there. I did not jack up this truck at all. I really don't need to. I'm on my creeper. I don't know if this is necessary, but we're going to make a mark just because I'll make sure I put this on the same orientation. So once I take this clamp off, we'll know that this U-joint here, or knuckle, it will need to be lined up with that. Yes. 8mm, but man, it's on there. I need some leverage or something. Yeah, my impact is just 1/4 inch drive, and I don't have a 1/4 inch extension. Try the old mallet. There we go. I'm sure there's some Loctite on these bolts here. I will definitely put some more back on there. Put these right back in so my dog don't pick it up. I got a little puppy now and it wants to pick up everything. Okay, so that right there where the drive shaft goes through that retaining ring, there's 2 bolts on each side that I can tell need to come off. Sorry about the lighting here, but so this is what I'm talking about there, and over here, same thing on the front side. This would be the rear side. So let's get them off. Get set up here. Yeah. So this is going to drop down, and it's not crazy heavy, but you just have to be prepared for it. So I'm kind of holding this up with my arm right here, and there's the rest of it. Alright, so here's the seal we're after here. Okay, so I got the seal in there. I forgot to hit record, but I'll show you real quick what I did, what I used. So I had this old, can't remember what it's called, but it's like a ball joint tool. And all I did was kind of square this up on the inner frame, or I guess inner part of this, because this outside flange is real flimsy. So I had to get in there and just go around, tap it in, nice and solid, and you can feel once it kind of bottoms out. That's all you needed to do. So used a rubber mallet. This tool, I think a big socket would have been way easier, but I just didn't have one that big. I mean, that's probably 3 inches. Just want to make sure that seat's in there nice and tight. I mean, the seal is actually on the inside that goes around your shaft. Alright, so that looks pretty good. Now I gotta manhandle the shaft after I get through, clean it off, and hopefully line it up with those splines on the first try. Sorry I'm not filming this very well, but I'll show you what I did after I get this out and put in place. Okay, that's pretty much it for that seal right there. The shaft's in there. Let's hope it doesn't leak. Okay, so up there where my foot is, that's the transfer case. And you got the drive shaft. And I don't know why they didn't make this a solid piece, but it goes into this hanger looking thing. I'm sure it has a technical term, but I'm putting the nuts on the 4 bolts up there, which if you recall are not welded to the frame. So you have to have a box end wrench up there to hold the top while you tighten the nuts. So that's what I'm doing right now. Let me get this done. I'll bring you back. Okay, I got that middle bracket all secure. Now we got to put the drive shaft onto the rear end here. And if you recall, it's just these brackets that go around there with, I believe, an 8mm socket. This is what I'm going to use. It's the medium strength. The blue is the medium strength. This is almost empty. I've had this thing probably for 10 years, so it's definitely lasted me a long time. And I can't remember what the torque specs are on this, but when in doubt, Guten tight, so that's what we're doing today. It'll be interesting to see how that seal works up there at the transfer case, because when I took this out, or when I took the drive shaft out of the transfer case, it felt tighter than when I just put it new, just put the drive shaft into the new seal. So that's not the most reassuring, but all right, everybody. So that's how you replace the seal on. It's the transfer case rear output shaft seal. I know it's a mouthful, but it's essentially the seal on the backside of the transfer case. Put a link to where I bought it. If you got a 99 with 31 splines on your drive shaft, it's the piece for you. So appreciate you watching. I hope you find this useful. Like I said, it's not the hardest job, especially if you have a car lift, truck lift, whatever. But you can do it on your back, on a creeper, in your garage, driveway, whatever. You know, bolt on or bolt off, bolt back on. So, you know, if you have any questions, just let me know. But appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.